Good morning, friends, and welcome to Palm Springs Stadium for today's matchup. The Grizzly and North Stars getting underway here today. As the first pitch skips in, Kenny Keller on the bump here today for the North Stars. We're on the money basically here today, 9:01 a.m. The game's first pitch. This is Mark Kirkland, left-handed first baseman, leading things off as the 1-0 gets him away. 2 balls and no strikes. Steve Granado, that's me, alongside Sam Walters here today. Happy Sunday to all. Hopefully your weekend is mighty fine, just like ours is, after a couple of big wins for the Palm Springs Club the last couple of days. Mark Kirkland a part of that, obviously. Trying to get things going here for the Grizzlies the morning after, and he'll wear one in the shoulder blades to begin today's contest. So again, this is Grizzly and North Stars. 2 games on the schedule here today. Again, glad you can join us from Palm Springs Stadium or wherever you are. Let's take a look defensively here at the North Stars.
From left to right in the outfield, they have David Ryan out in left, Josh Payton in center, and Preston Gookin in right. On the infield from third to first, Spencer Dickinson at the hot corner, Dylan Baker at short, Taj Veracruz at second, Ryan Gervais at first today, holding the runner on. Behind the plate is Derek LaFerriere.
That brings up Irvin Bounds. You mentioned hot corner, Sam. Speaking of hot, it is 102 degrees here at game's first pitch. I think that might be one of the hottest 9 a.m. first pitches we've had this season. First pitch to Irvin Bounds is a called strike. They'll pick off to first and got him at first base. Kirkland can't believe it. Or rather, yes, Kirkland can't believe it.
Rather nonchalant pickoff from Kenny Keller, and
yeah,
just quick step, lefty on the mound. Kirkland wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, that little jab step that got him. So that erases the first one here today. 1 down, and it's 0-1 on Irvin Bounds. On deck, Antonio Cruz. Then it goes Connor Hennings, Landon White, and Alex Carrillo, followed by Jude Luttrell, Jake Biscaluz, Michael Macias, and Hayden Huff. Starting at 10 today for the Grizzly. Upstairs with this one on Bounds. 1 ball and 1 strike. The first chance I get a look at Keller. He finds the strike zone 1 and 2. This is his 3rd appearance, his 2nd start. He is 0-1 so far this year. He's allowed 2 earned in 5 innings of work. Down and in. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sunny day, sunny skies. Not much of a haze here today. It's fairly clear in Palm Springs.
Did you say my name? You said sunny day.
Oh, okay. It's too early, Sam.
It really isn't.
Swing and a miss. Ran upstairs with it, and Bounds took the bait. First strikeout of the day for Kenny Keller, and there's 2 gone in the first. Brings up Antonio Cruz. Kenny Keller, native of Tampa, Florida, went to Robinson High School, a graduate of 2020. Left-hander, 6 foot 170. Again, this is his 3rd appearance of the summer. Catches the corner here on Antonio Cruz, and it's a no ball, 1 strike count. So Kirkland hit by a pitch, picked off. Bounds strikes out. Now it's 0-1 on the center fielder for the Grizzly. Up and away with this one. 1 ball, 1 strike. In the North Stars bat, they'll have Josh Payton, Jackson Fuller, and Dylan Baker. We'll get the entirety of the lineup out of the way here in the bottom of the first when we get there. 0-0 here in the top of 1. Lazy fly ball down the right field line, tailing away towards the bullpen. And we'll do it now with 2 strikes on Cruz. Antonio Cruz uncommitted right now, looking for a home. Base is empty and 2 outs, 2 strikes. Got him to chase it in the dirt. A couple of chases here in the inning as Kenny Keller whips up 2 strikeouts here in the first as he faces the minimum in the opening frame. To the bottom of one, it'll be Cipriano Rivera on the hill for the Grizzly when we come back 0-0 from Palm Springs Stadium. North Stars will try and hop on the board first. They'll send Josh Payton, Jackson Fuller, and Dylan Baker here in the inning against Cipriano Rivera. Making his third appearance here in the PSCL in 2021. This will be his first start. Offering number one of the day will be cut on and missed. Anything further here for the North Stars in inning one? Kyle Sakin, Spencer Dickinson, and Ryan Gervais. With the bottom of the order going Derek LaFerriere, Preston Gookin, David Ryan, and Taj Veracruz. The 0-1 bounces in, 1 ball, 1 strike. Second time on the Grizzly for Cipriano Rivera. He's tossed 3 2/3 thus far of relief for the Grizzly this season. Right-hander, 6 foot, 175. Out of Indio High School and the local College of the Desert. Misses outside, 2-1. Josh Payton played in 3 games thus far this year. He's 3 for his first 6, all singles. 2-1. Down and in, 3 balls and 1 strike. Rivera's pitch will get a pop-up down the right field line. Kirkland in foul territory, tracks and grabs. So Kirkland at first. What does the rest of the defense look like?
Kirkland at first, Alex Carrillo. Alex Carrillo at second base today for the Grizzly. At shortstop is Hayden Huff, and at third base is Michael Macias. From left to right in the outfield, Connor Hennings out in left. Antonio Cruz manning center today, Jude Luttrell in right. Irvin Bounds is the catcher.
Draws up Jackson Fuller. We've only seen 1 base runner here today, and it was on a hit batter. He was erased almost immediately on a pickoff. First pitch misses down and out. 1 ball, no strikes here on Jackson Fuller. Donning the number 8 and serves as the extra hitter here today. 0-0, we're in the bottom of the first. Base is empty, 1 out. Lazy pop-up again. Late jump for Irvin Bounds, the catcher, but it doesn't matter much. It's out of play. So the count goes 1-1 here on the right-hander, Fuller. 6th game of the year for Fuller. He's 2 for his first 7. He's walked once, been hit once. He has struck out thrice. Big fan.
That's you.
They know.
Steve Granado, noted thrice fan.
Yeah, we know. 1-1 the count here on Fuller. He'll lift one out towards right center. The second baseman, Carrillo, is back over the shoulder for out number 2. So 2 up in the air to bring up Dylan Baker. Last hope here in the first. Going to be a very warm day in Palm Springs, one of the warmest we've seen in about a week. Anticipated high of 118. The hottest we've seen it get here throughout this PSCL is 123, so we're not quite there. Pitch on the corner for a strike. We obviously haven't covered every game that has happened in the PSCL, obviously other fields involved. But this is one of the hottest 9 a.m. starts that we've had this year. Ground ball left side. Takes a weird hop off the cut of the grass. Macias can't recover. Ball gets thrown away, and that will allow Baker to take second base. So that'll go as an E5. Brings up Kyle Sakin. It is, as I mentioned, one of the hotter ones. Another 9 a.m. start on June 18th. It was the Snowbirds and, ironically, the North Stars. Ball game started at 1:02, just like the same temperature today. Is a ground ball, second chance for Michael Macias. He's got it this time, and that'll be an easy end to the inning. So an error and a base runner in scoring position doesn't come to fruition. We go to the second. Still 0-0 between the Stars and Grizzly. Connor Hennings will lead off the top of the second inning as Kenny Keller comes back out to the bump. The right-hander will face off with 4, 5, and 6 after facing the minimum thanks to himself back in the first inning when he picked off Mark Kirkland. 0-0 contest, top 2 alongside Sam Walters. I'm Steve Granado. Another day here in the Power Summer Collegiate League. Kick deal, here's the first offering, swing and a miss, and it's 0-1. 2-game schedule here today, no power game tonight. We don't play on Sundays. It's this one obviously here, and then the other one coming up at 11:30, Bombers and Blue Sox. 2 swings and misses. It's 0-2 on Hennings. It's our only 2 matchups, and weirdly, tomorrow, Sam and I got 1 game. That's it. Just one game tomorrow at 9 a.m. Grizzly and A's. Foul ball. Bit of a respite for our voices, Sam.
Yes, please.
It's a lot of baseball we call here. On the air for about 7 hours on the longest days. On the air alone. That's not including how long we're just here. But hey, baseball in the summer, can't beat it. 0-2 here on Hennings. Looking for his third straight punch out. Not going to get it there. Caught too much of the plate. The reasoning, by the way, that there are multiple games outside of this field tomorrow is they are working on the speaker system here at Palm Springs Stadium, meaning they have to bring on a cherry picker. It's a ground ball sharply to third. Hoovered up by Macias. His throw to first. Or rather, Dickinson is throw to first. Is scooped out of the dirt by Gervais. The ground out goes 5-3. By the way, Grizzly here in the green tops, white bottoms. The North Stars in the blue tops and white bottoms. So Stars blue, Grizzly green. One away for Landon White. It's the first ball hit on the ground for the Grizzly offense. White the DH out of the right-handed box. In for a strike.
I'm glad to see these two teams playing each other and not playing their counterparts in the same color jersey.
Thank you very much.
2 days in a row we saw that.
Yeah, here's a ground ball towards the hole on the right side, out of the reach of a extended Taj Veracruz. That's going to be a base hit for Landon White. And the first hit of the day we've seen on either side of the diamond. We're in the top of the second without a score. And Alex Carrillo, the next man due up. Sam, one game tomorrow morning. That'll be like the only time we have that. We also, weirdly enough, only have one game on Tuesday for PSCL, but we do have a power game at night. But that'll be one of the only times we have that until the playoffs. Or until the playoffs are essentially over when we just have power the rest of the way.
Right.
Another pickoff attempt. We're about halfway through at this point.
It's weird to think. It's just so all crammed in.
Yeah.
The days are a lot longer than you realize until they're over.
Sure.
Especially the ones with 3.
Yeah, the 3-game days. Those are the taxes. Outside with it here for Alex Carrillo. 1-0 to the second baseman. Bats with a runner aboard at first. Those 3-game days, man, that'll take it out of you. Downstairs, 2-0. So we had 23 innings yesterday.
I think so. We played the full 7 in one.
I think we played 6 in the other, so 22 innings. We played 9 last night.
Yeah.
In what was a 16-4 torrential downpour for the Power. Give them a strike there on the edge, and it's 2-1. So that was a lot of baseball. Sam, you're on call for 2, so I had 20 innings yesterday. Math.
Glad to have my voice back.
Yeah, you needed it.
It's almost there.
Almost there. I'm back. My voice is I put me back at a 90%.
I had 3 cups of tea yesterday, Steve.
Yeah. Tools of the trade. Tools of the trade, man. On the corner for a strike, it's 2-2. Not breaking the mold and not telling you anything you don't already know. I know you went the chamomile route yesterday. Earl Grey. For however disgusting it is, you can hear the difference today.
It's magic.
Foul ball. 2-2 the count here on Alex Carrillo. So if he ever got a sore voice, letting you know right now. Earl Grey.
Some Earl Grey with some either agave or honey and some lemon maybe.
Maybe a little lemon.
That'll work.
Another pickoff attempt. They got him again. Second pickoff of the day. Kenny Keller doing it all by himself. He's recorded every out except for one.
Yeah, he's attacking the runners even more than he's attacked hitters. He left a 2-2 count on the plate to be able to get the runner off at first.
Now he's one pitch from getting out of the inning, and for the second straight frame, facing the minimum with a base runner. Ball fouled off. Still 2-2. All right, Kenny, I see you. I see you. Runners at first don't.
Nope.
I do. I'm going to go ahead and venture a guess, as long as Kenny Keller's on the mound the rest of the way, half a step less on your lead. Breaking ball misses upstairs. Took a lot off of that one. It's a full count. If I'm a base runner at first, I'm going, give me an extra inch back. Payoff pitch. Lost him. First walk of the day.
That might be scarier.
Yeah.
You get the
you're
walk,
right.
but you're aboard first base
you're going,
versus Kenny Keller.
Oh, no, not me, man. Not me, too. Jude Luttrell is the next batter out of the left-handed spot, playing right field today. With a runner aboard at first, no score, and 2 outs. We're in the top of the second. Luttrell, broken bat, roller, foul. Third base side, get some new wood, kid.
That's a nice bat. I know he's sad about that one.
Yeah. $120 down the drain.
It's like a red maple.
Oof.
Oh, that's
She's dead. She's a goner. You ever seen Drumline?
Of course.
Sounds like the upperclassmen really like this audition. Yeah. Car alarm going off for the last 2 minutes. I don't think it's mine. In for a strike. It's 0-1 on, or rather 0-2 on the trail after the dead bat.
You know, I used to play percussion myself, Steve.
Did you really?
I did.
What was your weapon of choice?
I mixed it up. I was on drumline, so snare and
Okay.
quads, we call them, but toms, whatever you.
Swing and a
Prefer.
miss. Third strikeout of the day for Kenny Keller. He's doing it all by himself. 2 pickoffs in 2 innings. We go to the bottom of 2. No score. Stars and Grizzly.
I don't think I've ever heard mine. No, I've heard it.
Sliding this one to the home half of the second. There's no score between the Grizzly and North Stars. Alongside Sam Malters, Steve Granado. Dulcet tones you hear all summer long, if you will. Spencer Dickinson will lead things off. And it'll be Ryan Gervais and Derek LaFerriere. 5, 6, and 7. North Stars had a runner reach on an error in the first, but couldn't do anything with the advantage.
I think it's safe to say that Spencer Dickinson is my favorite hitter in the PSCL that I've seen.
Wow.
I'm excited to see what he does today.
Offers at the first one and sends it backwards, 0-1. That's high praise. There's about 350 players out here.
Yeah, I mean, the main thing is we've seen the North Stars about 3 times so far. Not the most we've seen out of any team, but for what I've seen from him every single time, he just has a very, very refined approach at the plate. He knows how to fight off pitches. He knows how to extend and bring in the arms. Guys are, getting jammed a lot, seeing a lot of pop-ups to right field on the opposite side.
Just
won't get to see him hit here.
Yeah, we will get to see him hit.
Well, just in this and that. Plate appearance.
I meant he gets hit. hit on the hip with a fastball, so he'll take first base, second base runner of the day for the North Stars to bring up Ryan Gervais. This just came in, by the way. Well, this came in yesterday, but I'm just seeing it now from Major League Baseball. Vladdy Jr., 50 home runs in 258 games. The exact same amount it took his dad to do it. How incredible is that? This one smoked to left and down for a base knock. Ryan Gervais with the first North Stars hit of the morning. Puts him on first and second. Isn't that incredible, Sam?
We just had a conversation about how there are so many juniors in the baseball that you never quite see guys who are at the same level as their dad.
Yeah.
You know, you think about Tatis, Acuna, many guys.
The junior, yeah.
Yeah, the juniors that are either exceeding the expectations and the performance of their fathers, or some guys don't pan out as well. But it seems like right now,
they're almost
Vladdy
identical,
Jr.
yeah.
and Vlad are the same.
Bunt try, third base side, a good one. Weird route for Cipriano Rivera, and ooh, they got him at first. That'll go as a sac bunt for Derek LaFerriere on the first pitch. Gets Dickinson to third and Gervais to second.
He doesn't know he's out. Did they call him out?
Yeah, they called him out.
Yeah, you didn't know it until just now.
I thought he was just protesting.
Yeah.
Sac bunt. Again, that was a weird route for Cipriano Rivera, but he's able to get him. Preston Gukin now up with runners on second and third in a scoreless contest. 1 out, we're in the bottom of the second. We'll see if the North Stars can grab the early lead here. Pitch is down 1-0. I think the one thing Vlad Sr. will certainly always have, and it's more so because of positioning, that arm. That arm in right field.
Yes.
My goodness.
And Vladdy Jr. has a great one too. Just they have so much positional depth right now that he's overplaying first base. It doesn't make sense for him to play
anywhere else.
Third base right now.
Remember how much weight he lost heading in? It was like 40 pounds or something.
Yes.
It was ridiculous going into this season. He looks great still. Let me get me on that Vladdy Jr. diet. Here's a bouncy ball towards the middle. They'll concede a run as the shortstop Huff cuts it up the middle. And bringing home Dickinson on an RBI ground out is Preston Gukin. The Stars lead it here in the second, 1-0. Gervais gets to third. There's two gone now. David Ryan next up. Sixth game played in for Ryan, just 1 hit and 9 trips. That 1 hit was a single. He has struck out 5 times, so trying to cut down on those numbers. That's why you're here.
Yeah, we're seeing guys get more in the swing of it as we go.
Quite literally.
Yes.
1-0 North Stars with 2 outs and a runner at third as Ryan fouls it backwards. Starting to see guys settle in, that's for certain, Sam, to your point. Guys settling in. Pitchers starting to find it a little bit more, work deeper into ball games. We're definitely seeing that. Longer and longer outings after they go 1-2 times through the rotation. Now they can start extending it, 4 innings, 5 innings, 6 innings. Saw a 7-inning game yesterday. We didn't, but on the turf field, there was a 7-inning ball game.
Elliot Berger from the Coyotes.
Glad you had that name in your brain because I didn't. 1 ball, 1 strike the count here on David Ryan. He'll take it up and away and bluff a throw to third. There was nothing I loved more than as a catcher is backpicking. That and weirdly getting collided with at the plate. I love that feeling. Except for when I took a knee to the face. That didn't feel very good. In the dirt with this one. There's nothing better than just completely turning into a brick wall behind home. Just, nope. Nice try. I'll throw the gear on you, Sam. I'm going to truck you. What do you think? After the game?
Sure. No, we'll do it tomorrow.
In for strike 2.
We'll have our own performative game
There you go.
where all we do is over and over.
Just truck each other at home.
Yes, we
Sure.
trade time putting on the
Just
gear.
from second, I'm just going to round it and come cruising.
Yep.
For a bruising. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. And down goes David Ryan. That's the first punch out for Cipriano Rivera. But he does concede a run here in the second. RBI ground out for Preston Gukin. Gives the North Stars a 1-0 advantage. 2 complete. Let's go to the third. Jake Biscaluz, the extra hitter, will lead things off here for the Grizzly. Now as the Stars lead this ball game 1-0. First pitch in the dirt. 1 ball and no strikes. Biscaluz, Macias, that's Michael Macias, and Hayden Huff. 8, 9, and 10. Yes, that still feels a little strange. We played 10 hitters here to get some guys some extra at-bats. 2 balls and no strikes. Light crowd on hand here, but it's PSCL time, so that's par for the course. But lots of easy ups and umbrellas out today on a very sunny morning. 2 balls and no strikes. That sun, that's the difference for me, Sam. I know you come from humid land, but the sun here just hits different for a strike 3 and 1.
Yeah.
I'm sure you can attest.
Sweat lord.
Yeah.
I think it's around like 15 to 20% humidity here today.
Out of play with this one to fill up the count. Seen Biscaluz up at the big club as well. Played last night. Think he did. No, he didn't. They're all blurring. Got a foul tip to stay alive. Biscaluz out of St. Bonaventure, 5'9", 185 out of his sophomore year. He leads off the third. I was thinking of going to the pool today, Sam. Ground ball back towards the middle off of the foot. Hips out to the shortstop, Baker, who recovers for the first out. That goes the old classic 163.
Thinking about hitting the pool.
Thinking about hitting the pool.
Did you see that the hot tub had caution tape around it today?
Are you kidding me?
Or maybe yesterday?
Is that because it's so hot? Boiling? You want to turn into a soup?
Yeah, it already is human soup.
Ugh. Michael Macias to the plate. 1 out and the base is empty. Sam, favorite soup? Hit me.
Big French onion guy.
French onion. I've actually never had French onion soup. Not very big out here. Downstairs and in here on Michael Macias. 1 ball and no strikes. We're in the third. 1-0 North Stars with 1 out and the base is empty for the Grizzly. 1-0 pitch. This one lifted, shallow right center. 3 converge in a triangle formation. The second baseman, Veracruz, can't make the grab. Goes as a single for Michael Macias. That was out of everybody's reach. Hayden Huff to the plate.
I love seeing Taj lose the hat on any ball in the air.
Yeah,
he
always.
just dons the mane. He's got to show it off anytime there's a ball in the air.
Yeah. Hayden Huff out of Hawaii Pacific University. He's played in 5 games. 2 hits in them. He scored 3 times, though. Takes one down and in, 1 ball and no strikes. You know, talking soup on triple-digit day. That's what you do.
Maybe more of a gazpacho type of day.
This one flipped out to right and in there for a base hit. First to third for Macias. And in business are the Grizzly with on the corners and just 1 out. Hayden Huff picks up his 3rd hit of the year.
Yeah, we don't see many guys go the opposite way quite that hard. I mean, a lot of times we're seeing the base hits drop. It's been on big loopers. That one had some good velo to it.
Mark Kirkland was hit by a pitch but promptly picked off. Hit by a pitch and promptly picked off. Peter Piper.
Kenny Keller versus Kirkland.
Called strike. How's that? Give you an extra little fricative for you. I took 1 class of linguistics in college. Macias at third, Huff at first. That's pretty much the only thing I remember. Kirkland fouls it off. And it's 0-2 quickly here on Mark.
Oh, hi.
The city?
Mark.
Oh, the room. There's a city out here called Ojai.
Oh, really?
O-J-A-I, Ojai.
Oh.
Mark Kirkland last night for the power. 0 for 3 with a sac fly RBI. Heads up. Almost got hit again. 1-2. You kind of feel like when a power player comes up here in the PSCL, it's pretty obvious. Mark Kirkland is one of those guys, just towers over the top of everybody. He should be playing for the Lumberjacks. Stays alive. Rings a bell. 1-2. Breakfast is served. Are there any breakfast soups?
Breakfast soup.
Is there like a chicken and waffle soup?
Sounds delicious.
Maybe chicken and dumplings?
I have a chicken and waffle story for you.
Oh, great. I'm so excited. Swing and a miss. Got him tied up there. That'll be the 4th strikeout for Kenny Keller as he gets the power player on strikes. And there's 2 away now. Those runners still on the corners for Irvin Bounds.
So was that a no or?
Better be quick.
Okay. When I was in high school, they did a survey for everyone to see if we wanted to add a new lunch menu item. And, of course, number 1 thing that popped up was like steak and shrimp because we're a bunch of high schoolers joking around. But the second item that we put on that survey actually ended up being picked, and it was chicken and waffles.
I'll take it. Had some the other night. Ball fouled off here, 0-1 if you ever get your way out towards L.A. and Orange County, Sam.
Roscoe's is where you going?
Roscoe's, my friend. The original one in Long Beach. Obama ate there. They have the Obama special. One local to me just down the street from Disneyland on Harbor Boulevard. Harbor and, what's that street? Orangewood, I believe. There's one in Long Beach. There's one in West Hollywood as well. And I think there's one more. In for a strike, 0-1. I've only ever been to the Anaheim and Long Beach locations. I've been next to the Hollywood one, but never went inside. Used to work right down the street there. No balls and 2 strikes here on Irvin Bounds. This one sent out a play on the first base side, so we'll do it again. Runner at third is Michael Macias. A single put him at first. Hayden Huff brought him to third with a single himself. 1-0. North Stars. We're in the top of the third with 2 outs. Kenny Keller trying to keep the lead intact. He's looked pretty good here. They're 2 2/3 thus far with 4 punch outs, a walk, and a hit batter. He's still ahead. The 0-2 runner goes. This one out in the air to right field. However, it'll hang up for Preston Gookin. And that'll finish off the top of the third. So a pair of singles back-to-back with one down. Kenny Keller gets through it and keeps that 0 on the board. We go to the bottom of 3, 1-0 North Stars. Hey, it's the bottom of the third, and it's 1-0 North Stars. Taj Veracruz will lead things off. Cipriano Rivera gave up a run in the second, earned. And we'll see how he bounces back here in the third. 1 run on 1 hit thus far for the Stars. Veracruz takes one up, 1 ball and no strikes.
All right, now are you ready for my Taj Veracruz moment?
Sure, why not?
Wasn't able to get it in. We had the North Stars last time.
Go for it.
So he is from Waimea, also known as Coachella, Hawaii. I think Coachella is the post office name for that city.
For a strike, 1 and... Oh, no, they didn't give it to him. 2-0.
Guess what? Coachella means Samuel in Native Hawaiian.
Okay.
My name is Samuel. Isn't that cool? He's from me, Hawaii.
That's what I waited a week for.
I just think it's nice. If there's a guy that was from, I don't know, overseas in their town they lived in, hometown was
Esteban.
something, yeah, Ignacio.
Uh-huh.
Government name.
For a strike, and it's 2-2.
You would be impressed. It would be fun. You'd be happy.
I would be fun. I am not now, though. That's what you're saying. I get it. It's okay.
You'd be a fun guy if someone was from your hometown.
In the dirt, 3 balls and 2 strikes. 10-1 and 2 due up here for the Stars. You want to take a shot at me? Go ahead. I'm an easy target. Because I'm the real deal. What you see is what you get. John Candy. Plains Trains on 3-2 on its way. And got him on strikes. Second strikeout of the day for Cipriano Rivera, back to the top of the order. You got to see Plains Trains. You haven't seen it, right?
Yes.
Oh, you have seen it.
I have.
Okay. Rewatch time. One of the very few Thanksgiving movies.
It's time for you to watch Sorry to Bother You. You should do that today.
Josh Payton, the batter now. Grounds one foul, third base side. He popped out to left his last time up. Oh, no, popped out to first, I beg your pardon. My 3s are starting to look like 7s. I was like, you can't pop out to left. You fly out to left. There is a difference. 0-1 is in the air down the right field line. Long run. Dive in foul territory. He caught it. Jude Luttrell with a circus catch in right for the second out. I think a star on that one.
Had to check the broadcast. I think you could have seen it. I think we do have enough room in foul territory. We hope you saw that at home.
That was one heck of a grab.
Goodness, went diving into the away bullpen.
Don't get many shots down the line like that with our single cam setup, but when you do, thumbs up.
Highlight reel.
Yeah, hit that like button. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell so you know when we go live.
Hit that bell.
Thanks to all our Patreon supporters. You make this possible. Jackson Fuller, the batter, he popped out to second back in the first inning. 2 gone, bases clear, pitches up. 2 balls and no strikes. Lazy looper to left, and that will fall for a base hit with 2 outs. Second hit of the day for the North Stars. Jackson Fuller adds his name to the board. It brings up Dylan Baker. We were talking about soups moments ago, Sam. Favorite soup of mine is albondigas, which is a Mexican soup. A meatball soup. I think you'd like it. Meatballs, potatoes. Some put vegetables in there to the likes of squash and carrots, and my family never did that. That's not our style. Or true meat and potatoes. First offering misses down and away, 1-0 with green chili, hatch if you can get it. Hatch green chili. Fry that up with some diced onions. Throw a couple of handfuls of rice in there with the meatballs. Oh.
Never been a big, like, hearty soup guy?
It's not very hearty, actually.
Really?
Yeah, because it's not a stew.
Oh, so it's like a...
It's a soup. It's a thin,
broth.
Yeah,
More
it's a
of
broth. Yes. Cilantro in there, tomatoes. It's great. Outside with this one to Baker. Dylan Baker reached on an error back in the first inning, but got stranded at second base. Runner at first with 2 outs. North Stars leading 1-0. We're in the bottom of the third. Chop foul on the third base side. That's the first strike of the at-bat. 2-1. That, the other popular ones, pozole. And, there's caldo de res, there's menudo. But for my money, top tier of albondigas, then go pozole, caldo de res, and then menudo. I'm not a big menudo guy. Ever had any of those? Pitch misses inside, 3-1.
I think I've had carne de res.
Okay.
I believe so.
Caldo de res is typically a meat, a steak, carne, with, various vegetables and a half corn on the cob. This one lifted down the right field line. Can we get treated again from Luttrell? No, he has no room. Got big hunk of corn on the cob. You just could have put a bunch of halves in there. Just cut a bunch of them in there, throw them in there, and serve one with every serving.
I had a pretty interesting dish at a Mexican restaurant one time. It was like a whole lot of seafood bunched into a pineapple.
Huh.
It was quite good.
Hot or cold?
It was not hot. Well, the inside was hot, I would say.
Runner took off on a 3-2 pitch. Dylan Baker draws a walk. That's the first free pass from Cipriano Rivera today. Puts runners on first and second for Kyle Sakin with 2 outs. Mariscos, seafood.
Piña.
Pineapple. You got to venture out while you're out here, man. I'm still telling you. There's still some really good food out this way.
I think I'm going to try. I think we're going to San Diego tomorrow.
Really?
I believe we're getting a group of us out there for the Padres game.
That's fun. Tifty. First and second here with 2 outs. Kyle Sakin rolled over to third base back in the third. We'll talk. We'll talk. Thanks, guys. Here's a liner into left by Sakin to round the runner at third and hold him. So ball was hit too hard for Sakin, so he couldn't pick up an RBI. That's 3 straight to reach with 2 outs here for the North Stars, and it loads the bases for Spencer Dickinson.
Uh-oh. It's time for a show.
Spencer Dickinson hit in the belt back in the 2nd inning.
My least favorite thing about Spencer Dickinson is I can't make a call of where he's going to send the ball. I just think he has solid contact to all parts of the field.
6 for his first 16 this year. Takes one inside, 1-0. A big spot here for the North Stars to try and add to their 1-0 advantage. Right-hander beginning to loosen here for the Grizzly, by the way. It's Daishin Tanaka getting loose. 1-0 in the dirt. 2 balls and no strikes. Not much time to figure it out if you're Cipriano Rivera. You are 1 pitch from getting out of this inning. But doesn't make it any easier with runners everywhere. 2 balls and no strikes. He's deep. Throw to second base. We almost had our 3rd pickoff of the day. Kenny Keller, 2 pickoffs on the other side of the diamond. Close play. He was in there. Not a big lead off of second base there. That's Dylan Baker. Fuller at 3rd, Sakin at 1st. Two balls, no strikes on Spencer Dickinson. Slow roller foul. That's 2-1. Dickinson scored the only run of the ball game back in the 2nd. Should head to Old Town, by the way, tomorrow.
If there's time.
If there's time. It's nearby. It's pretty close to the ballpark. It's not too far away.
I'll just be glad to see the water.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the water in, I don't think, my whole trip over here.
Would make sense. You're inland. 2-1 makes it 2-2. Foul ball. Coronado Island. That's a good trip as well. That's out of the way, though. You wouldn't be able to make it that far. Go over the bridge. Get to the island. It's a pretty cool little spot. Good food out there as well.
You know, Georgia known for its islands. Multiple.
The restaurant? Islands? No.
Never heard of it.
2-2 on its way. Didn't get him to chase it 3-2. You've never heard of Islands?
No.
What?
That's a restaurant?
It's a chain restaurant.
Out here, maybe.
They check his swing and appeal and say he went.
That took a while.
That took a very long time. So Dickinson down on strikes. I don't know about that one, but they got a better view than we do, and that's a tough way to end a bases-loaded threat in the 3rd. They'll have to concede and go to the 4th with a 1-0 advantage. They ring up Dickinson on the high fastball. They say he did not check his swing, and they'll talk about it after the inning. We go to the 4th. It's still 1-0. Sam Walters has your play-by-play. We come back. No runs on 3 hits and 3 left for the Grizzly without committing an error. For the North Stars, they have 1 run on 3 hits. They have left 5 now and have committed no errors. Beg your pardon, actually 1 error for the Grizzly. We go to the top of the 4th and a 1-0 North Stars lead. Antonio Cruz will lead it off. To take you through the next couple, here's Sam Walters.
Another inning of work for Kenny Keller. He's worked 3 scoreless so far. First pitch breaking ball hits the dirt to Antonio Cruz, 1-0. It'll be 3-4-5 in the order for the Grizzly, trying to tack on a run to tie this game. That breaking ball sails in there, 1-1. So that last out of the last inning, back in the bottom of the 3rd, we weren't too sure about it. It seemed like the late strike call was somewhat obligatory. Grounded to short. Throw to first, bounces in the dirt. Antonio Cruz is going to reach. A base hit. Dylan Baker had to range over to his right. The throw took 1 hop to Ryan Gervais at first and bounced out of the glove. So Cruz aboard for the first time today. That brings up Connor Hennings. He grounded out to 3rd his first time up. We've already seen Keller's pickoff move work twice today. First pitch is outside to Hennings, 1-0. Runners at first, beware. That one is a jam shot, popped up behind shortstop. Baker has it. Pumps a throw to first, but Cruz back in there safely. That's the first out here in the top of the 4th. So Landon White will dig in. He singled his first time up, was one of the aforementioned runners erased on the pickoff by Keller. Another one in the air, but it's going to make it out of play. Landon White out of Menlo College from Danville, California. Went to Monte Vista High School. They're over to first. They got him picked off. They're in a run down, heading to second. The tag is down, and out is Antonio Cruz. Kenny Keller. Chalkboard, eraser, no dice. That's the first time that the runners actually tried to make it over to second. None of the runners were stealing the first 2 times. They just got caught a step too far off the bag. That time Cruz took 2 steps towards first on the throw. Put out goes 1-3-6. Swung on and missed by White at the plate, 0-2. So once again, we're here. Quickly 2 outs now after the pickoff, and an 0-2 count to Landon White. Swung on and missed. Kenny Keller erases his 3rd base runner of the day. We head to the bottom of the 4th. North Stars still leading this one 1-0. Bottom of the fourth, it'll be a new arm to face off against Gervais, LaFerriere, and Gookin from the North Stars. Stars leading this one 1-0. Daishin Tanaka takes over for Cipriano Rivera here in the bottom of the fourth. First pitch to Ryan Gervais misses low, 1-0.
Final line on Cipriano Rivera, 3 innings of work, 3 hits, an earned run, a walk, 3 strikeouts, and a hit batter. He is on the hook for the loss should his Grizzly not come back here today.
Tanaka also working to a new catcher. That's Jake Biscaluz. Big swing and a miss for Ryan Gervais. Evens the count, 1-1. Tanaka out of Riverside Community College. 6 foot, 180. Long windup. Here's the pitch. Runs inside. Ryan Gervais singled his first time up. In the dirt, 3-1. Not much time wasted on the mound for Tanaka. He's back. 3 balls, 1 strike. Another big swing and a miss. Here's the payoff. Swung on and missed by Gervais. First strikeout for Tanaka. Got him with a slow hook. Derek LaFerriere digs in. First pitch misses downstairs, 1-0. LaFerriere nearly reached on a bunt, ended up going as a sacrifice that moved the runners to second and third. Misses high, 2-0. Only one of those ended up scoring on a ground out by Preston Gookin, the next batter in the lineup. And they're called strike 2 and 1. And they're on the inside edge. So Tanaka's fallen behind twice, worked himself back in the count twice. Counts even 2-2 to Derek LaFerriere. Here's the pitch. Got a piece of it, fouled off out of play. You heard it. Yerd. From the windup, here's another 2-2. Tapped foul. North Stars looking to pad this lead a little bit. They only lead by 1. Another 2-2 from Tanaka. Swung on and missed. It was in the dirt. Dropped third strike. Biscaluz, the catcher, throws to first. That'll complete it. Second strikeout for Tanaka, and 2 outs now in the bottom of the fourth. Preston Gookin digs in. Only RBI of the day for the North Stars came on his ground out back in the second. First pitch is popped up behind second base in the shallow outfield. Alex Carrillo has it, and that's the third out here in the bottom of the fourth. We'll at the top of the fifth. North Stars still leading this one 1-0.
Move this ball game now to the top of the 5th inning. It's a 1-0 North Stars advantage as the Grizzly come back to the plate. Trying to find the equalizer. First pitch by Kenny Keller misses upstairs and away. Keller 5 strikeouts in 4 innings of work. He has given up 4 hits with a walk and a hit batter. He has 2 pickoffs. Scratch it 3 today if you want to count the caught stealing of Antonio Cruz, as that technically goes down. Kick deal to 2-0. He finds the lower portion of the strike zone, and it's 2-1. No action, by the way, in the North Stars bullpen, so they're riding Kenny Keller, and why wouldn't they? Only real trouble he got into was in the 3rd inning when he stranded a couple of runners. Three balls, 1 strike. Is on the corner for a called strike 2. It's 3-2. Payoff. Slap towards the right side of the infield. Scooped up by Veracruz. His throw is high but on time. 3 in a row retired for Kenny Keller. Ground out to begin the frame here in the 5th. Jude Luttrell comes to the plate. He made a spectacular grab in right field back in the 3rd inning to rob Josh Payton of a continued at-bat. He made a diving grab in foul territory right on the line. At the bat, however, is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. He'll take the first one a little high. 1 ball and no strikes. Give him a 1-0. Shallow pop to center. Playing him right there was Josh Payton, who puts it away. 2 up, 2 down here in the 4th. Jake Biscaluz, the former extra hitter, now catcher, coming to the plate. Bounced out through the mound last time around, so he's 0 for 1. 1-0 North Stars. We're in the 5th. The base is clear and 2 outs. First pitch, a breaking ball, backdoor style, and it's 0-1. There you go again, 0-2. Kenny Keller not messing around today. About to complete his 5th inning of work. Rather untouched, by the way. Of the 4 hits he's given up, 2 on the infield. Ring him up on the outside edge. Kenny Keller have a day. A 6th punch out here as we go to the bottom of 5. And as North Stars trying to give him a little bit more of a pad, they still lead at 1-0. New pitcher into the ball game for the Grizzly, Diego Avina, here in the last of the fifth. He'll face off with David Ryan, Taj Veracruz, and Josh Payton. 1-0 North Stars. They're trying to add to the lead here. And Avina's first pitch misses, up and out. 1 ball, no strikes. Very simple line for Daishin Tanaka. An inning of work, 3 faced, 2 strikeouts. That's it. Zeros elsewhere. David Ryan takes one tight, 2-0. The left fielder struck out back in the second inning, 0 for 1. For Diego Avina, this is his 3rd appearance of the year, 2nd out of the bullpen. He's factored into the decision twice. He's 1-1. Pulled foul, 2-1. .260 whip. ERA, let's not talk about it. Still very early on. Avina has only worked in 5 innings this year. Here's a ground ball back towards the middle, and it'll squeeze into center field. So Diego Ryan leads off with the 4th hit of the day for the North Stars. We have yet to see an extra base hit in this game. Every hit a single. Taj Veracruz struck out in his only trip up. He's 0 for 1. Runner aboard at first represents a little insurance here. We're in the last of the 5th. 1-0 North Stars. Off speed breaks him out with a 1-0 count. Closing in on 110 degrees. 1-1 after the swing and miss. Currently 109. We have crept up 7 degrees here throughout this ball game, which has lasted 1 hour and 16 minutes at this point. Backed him up. Slow tapper, foul for strike 2. Taj Veracruz out of Shoreline Community College, 5'11", 165. He lifts one out to center field. It's going to hang up. Antonio Cruz makes the grab. There's now 1 gone here in the bottom of the 5th. Well, fans, don't forget, coming up at 11:30, another ball game on deck. Bombers and Blue Sox slated for an 11:30 first pitch here today. Love to have you aboard for that one as well here on the Palm Springs Power YouTube channel. Top of the order now, Josh Payton, the batter, with a runner at first and 1 out. He'll take a strike on the edge, and it's 0-1. Josh Payton today robbed in the 3rd inning. He's 0 for 2 today. He'll also lift one to center. Late jump, and there to make the reaching grab is Cruz. He'll hustle the ball back into the infield. So that's 2 straight flyouts to center. All 3 balls hit in this inning have gone to center field. The batter to be Jackson Fuller, 1 for 2 today with a single. He was left stranded at 3rd in the 3rd. Still 1-0 North Stars. 2 gone now, runner at first. Gave him the edge. It's 0-1. Jackson Fuller out of Lewis Clark State College from Lewiston, Idaho. Ooh, it hit him. Second hit batter today by Grizzly pitching. First and second for Dylan Baker, who is 0 for 1 with a walk, reached on an error. when the North Stars scored in the third inning, or second inning rather. They did it with 2 outs. This one grounded through the hole and into left field. They will hold everybody. So the ball gets past, but all the way to the plate. Dylan Baker smokes a single to left. And the bases are loaded for Kyle Sakin. Sakin 1 for 2 with a single himself. That would work right here with the bases loaded and 2 outs. First strike on the edge outside, and Diego Avina has been finding that outside edge here in this inning. To right-handers. Not that time, however. 1-1. Grounds it foul. It's 1-2. Kyle Sakin out of Cal State San Bernardino, 6 foot 190, a Corona native, went to Santiago High School. One-two to him. Sat on it and put it into left center field. This is going to clear the bases. Sakin wants second. They'll bring home 3. The relay to the plate is a good one, and he's dead as a doornail. Dylan Baker trying to score from first. It's a 2-run double, however, for Kyle Sakin. And our first extra base hit of the day will bring home a pair. Good relay by Hayden Huff to get him cut down at home, but 2 on the board. And we go to the 6th. It's 3-0 now, North Stars.
Top of the 6th. It's all Kenny Keller here for the North Stars. His first pitch to Michael Macias misses down low, 1-0. North Stars just tacked on 2 more runs on the 2 RBI double by Kyle Sakin. Some late insurance, but much needed. Swung on and missed by Macias. Macias, the third baseman today, singled his first time up. Another heater by him, 1-2. Feels like Kenny Keller's gotten better as he's gone on, mostly due to the fact that early base runners were denied extra bases. 3 pickoffs already today for Kenny Keller. Now he misses low in the dirt. Two-two pitch. Nearly offered out a half-hearted swing, but was able to hold it back. Draws the count full, 3-2. It'll be Macias, Huff, and Kirkland scheduled here in this top of the 6th. Macias takes a walk. The second walk of the day for Keller. Still to be the shortstop, Hayden Huff. He also singled his last time up. Macias and Huff were on the base paths on the corners. Were stranded there by Keller. That was back in the 3rd inning. Sets up high and outside, misses there. Macias with a very small lead at first. Knows he can't afford to give away free outs to Kenny Keller. Another one in the dirt, 2-0. The way that left-handed pickoff move has worked today, they're going to need some extra base hits to even think about, or they're going to have to move the runner up naturally. And what's popped out, first base line and out of play. Two and one on Hayden Huff, the 10th batter in the order for the Grizzly. Misses inside, 3-1. That one's lined over the second baseman's head into right field. It gets under the glove of the right fielder, Preston Gookin, and it's rolling back. Coming around to score, actually holding up at third is Macias. So 2 runners in scoring position now. That is the opportunity the Grizzly have been waiting for. One mistake on defense by Preston Gookin has 2 runners in scoring position with no outs here in the top of the 6th. That'll be a single and an error on the right fielder, allowing them to reach second and third respectively. Zach Novus will have a chat on the mound with Keller. Two runners on and no outs brings up the top of the lineup in Mark Kirkland. First pitch foul tipped. Mark Kirkland, easily the kind of guy that can change this game with one swing of the bat. So far today, he's been hit by pitch and struck out back in the 3rd. Another one fouled off, 0-2. Lefty on lefty matchup. 2 strikes on Kirkland. Here's the pitch. Chased it in the dirt. They'll make a throw to first, and that seals the deal for Kirkland. First out here in the top of the 6th. That's the 7th strikeout for Kenny Keller. So Irvin Bound, serving as the DH at this point, was replaced behind the plate by Jake Biscaluse. He's 0 for 2 today with a strikeout and a line out. First pitch, big curveball, doesn't quite hit the zone. It's 1-0 now to Irvin Bounds. So Keller working routinely out of the stretch for only the second time today. Got a piece of it, fouled it out of play. 1-1 now on bounds. This is the only time outside of the third inning that Kenny Keller has had to work from the stretch for more than a batter. Misses outside, 2-1 to bounds. Arm up in the North Stars bullpen is Ryan Gervais. He's just been replaced with the first baseman this inning. That one's tapped to third. Spencer Dickinson charges. Play comes home, and they've got him out on a tag. Macias cut down at home plate. Good play there by the third baseman, Spencer Dickinson, erases the lead runner. Still runners on the corners. Bounds reaches on the fielder's choice, but there's 2 outs now in the top of the 6th.
To answer query over at first base now is Eric Kelly.
So Kelly takes over for Gervais, and now Gervais is warming up in the North Stars bullpen. Pickoff throw to first. Late safe call. Irvin Bounds should know by now, if you're going to take a lead, it better be the secondary, and you better make sure that ball is going to the plate. Antonio Cruz digs in. First pitch is skied out of play. Oh, and 1 to the center fielder, Antonio Cruz. He struck out and reached on a single, was picked off. Field umpire moved to the other side to get a better look. Got to think there'll be a few pickoff attempts here. That one's shot into center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. And the first run of the game for the Grizzly. It gets under the center fielder, Josh Payton's glove. Another 2 runners in scoring position. Another error by the outfielders from the North Stars. Both of those have extended this inning and put runners in scoring position. Hayden Huff scores the first run of the game for the Grizzly. It's 3-1. And the Bears are still threatening here with 2 outs and 2 runners in scoring position. E8, second error of the 6th inning. Misses outside to Connor Hennings. Runs high and tight. Looks like we'll actually have a pinch hitter here. It'll be J.J. Ingman. That one is smoked in the air to center. Under it is Payton. 2 hands under the glove, and he's got it for the 3rd out in the top of the 6th. So the damage. Okay. Little confusion as the center fielder. They thought he dropped it, but they'll say it was on the transfer. He had it in his glove. 3rd out. Let's go to the bottom of the 6th. Grizzlies strike back and get 1, but the North Stars still lead it by 2. They're up 3-1. Spencer Dickinson leads off the bottom of the 6th inning against Diego Avina. First pitch misses inside. 1-0 in the third to the third baseman. Had a heads-up play to cut down the lead runner at home. That one sliced foul on the first baseline. Limited the damage, cut down Macias, his counterpart at third for the Grizzly at home plate, but a run ended up scoring there in the top of the 6th. North Star still leading at 3-1. That one is fouled back to the press box, and no dice. Dickinson was hit by a pitch in the second, ended up scoring, struck out in the third. A hanger, lifted to right. Under it is the right fielder, Jude Luttrell. Barely able to make that catch. Had to take about 3 steps in a second just to save it. Lean the glove down, but he's able to make the play for the first out here in the bottom of the 6th. So Eric Kelly digs in. New first baseman will get his first look at the plate. Avina's first pitch misses high, 1-0. Another one misses. Jam shot lifted high into right field. Digging it was Jude Luttrell, but it gets down, and I believe it got down in foul territory. Man, Luttrell has been on his horse. A lot of balls hit down the right field line today, a lot of jam shots. One of them he was able to come up with a fantastic diving catch. That one just out of his reach. Another one misses. It's 3-1 to Eric Kelly. This is outside. It's a walk. Only the second walk of the day by the Grizzly staff. Here's the catcher, Derek LaFerriere. First pitch misses high and tight, 1-0. No one warming in either bullpen. It looks like it'll be Avina and Keller to finish this one out. This is outside, 2-0. Gervais did get warm, but Keller able to work out of the jam. We'll see if he comes in to close this one. North Star is still looking to add some insurance before that top of the 7th comes around. Another one high, 3 straight out of the zone. Also 7 of his last 8 have missed. That one catches the plate, 3-1. That one runs upstairs, sails over the helmet of LaFerriere. He'll reach first. Second straight walk for Avina. Here's Preston Gookin. Gookin had an RBI ground out back in the second, popped out to the second baseman in the fourth. That one in there, 1-1. 2 free passes with runners on first and second here in the bottom of the sixth. North Star still leading this one 3-1. Time called at the plate. One, tap down the third baseline foul. Puts Avina ahead. First time he's done that this inning. One ball and 2 strikes. Breaking ball. Chopped to short. Large hop. Throw goes to first, and it draws Kirkland off the bag. Kelly is heading home. He's going to score. Rounding third and staying there is Derek LaFerriere. So it'll be an infield single for Preston Gookin, and then a throw. It'll be an error on the throw by Hayden Huff that allows the runners to reach. So I believe that means no RBI on that play for Preston Gookin. Indeed it does. David Ryan digs in the right-hand batter's box. Pitch gets away from Biscaluz, but able to trap it enough to keep it in front of him. North Stars now lead this one 4-1. They've drawn the infield in. Misses outside. 2-0 now to Ryan. Left fielder David Ryan, he struck out and reached on a single. Half swing, 2-1. That single part of a 3-hit, 2-run bottom of the fifth for the North Stars. That one smoked over the glove of the third baseman, Macias. That's going to bring home a pair. Heading home is Gookin. And the throw goes down the line. In there with a 2 RBI single. David Ryan delivers big insurance here in the bottom of the sixth. North Stars now lead at 6-1. So Diego Avina, not been his day. 1 1/3 so far. He's given up 5 runs. First pitch in the dirt, Taj Veracruz. Good stop on the pick by Biscaluz. It was in the dirt, 2-0. For David Ryan, those were his first and second RBI of the season. This is inside, 3-0 now to Veracruz. Got a piece of it, had the green light, fouled it out. balls and 1 strike to Veracruz. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Fills the count 3-2 to Veracruz. Right-hander warming up for the Grizzly. Runner goes. The 3-2 is lifted on the first base side. Kirkland giving chase, but he has no play. Harrison Nation warming up in the bullpen for the Grizzly. Tries the inside corner and misses. Another runner aboard here for the North Stars. Veracruz reaches on the 3rd walk of the inning and the 3rd walk overall for Diego Avina. That's going to draw a visit from head coach. Still only 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. North Stars leading at 6-1, 2 runners on. Diego Avina struggling to find the strike zone. And when he does, he's getting lit up. Flip the lineup card to Josh Payton. 0 for 3 today. Chance to really set this one in stone with a base hit. Tries the bunt, pop back and onto play to the screen. 0-1 to Payton. Breaking ball doesn't break. Throw to first. They've got him out at first. Picked off by Jake Biscaluz. So Taj Veracruz will head back to the dugout. He's the 2nd out here in the bottom of the 6th. Catcher does his guy on the mound a favor.
Not a day for the instructional video on base running today.
Yeah, runners at first having a hard time. That's lined into center field. Antonio Cruz handles it. His throw comes to home, and they've got the runner out at the plate. David Ryan trying to score there and make the lead 7-1, but he's gunned down. A great throw by Antonio Cruz. Hops into Jake Biscaluz, and that will do it here in the bottom of the 6th. The North Stars add 3 more. They now lead heading to the top of the 7th, 6-1. Last half inning for the Grizzly to make some noise. They trail by 5. North Stars leading this one 6-1. It'll be 5, 6, and 7. White, Carrillo, and Luttrell facing off against a full day's work for Kenny Keller. Here to take you the rest of this half inning. Steve, take it away.
Thanks, man. First pitch, a breaking ball for a strike on the outer edge. It's 0-1. Kenny Keller looking to go the distance here today. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. We have not seen a PSCL pitcher on this field go a full 7 innings yet this season. Kenny Keller trying to break the mold here today. Landon White 1 for 2 today with a single and a strikeout. The 0-2 pitch is going to be off the end of the bat, popped up. First base side, foul territory, and into the bleachers.
And what I'll say about the complete game attempt here is that the only one we've seen at all in the PSCL was from Berger, as mentioned earlier, from the Coyotes. He went 7 innings but gave up 4 runs. Kenny Keller's been able to do it, only allowing 1.
Looking to lock up this victory in the dirt with this one. 1-2. Only run that scored on him came in the 6th inning. It was an RBI single from Antonio Cruz. That's it. He's made a pretty big impact on this game, Antonio has. Didn't catch the zone that time, 2-2. Went back to the fastball, which has been in the mid-80s here today for Keller. 2-2 now. Drop the hammer on him. Gets his 8th strikeout of the day. And there's 1 gone in the 7th. He has kept him off balance all day long. 1 run on 6 hits right now.
I have a pinch hitter here. It's J.R. Freethy.
J.R. Freethy, yes, will bat for Alex Carrillo. They'll take a ball down and out. 1 ball, no strikes. J.R. Freethy for Carrillo. Carrillo went 0 for 1 with a walk and a ground out. Take a strike, 1-1. Freethy appearing in his 6th game. He's 2 for his first 10 with a single and a double. Didn't give him that one. 2-1 your count. Not a creature stirring down in the North Stars pen. This is Kenny Keller's game. 2-1. On the edge for a strike. It's 2-2. Impressive at any level to go a complete game. Added bonus for 110 degrees out there.
Yes. Major leaguers don't do that.
No. Thank you, Pedialyte. On its way to Freethy now. Didn't give him that one. It's 3-1. 3-2 rather. I didn't even go 7 innings today. Bounced on the right side and a gift there with a 3-2 count. A rollover 4-3 for the second out and down to their final one here are the Grizzly. Jude Luttrell now. He's 0 for 2 at the plate. Strikeout, flyout. I believe this is the most strikeouts we've seen by any pitcher in the PSCL on this field as well.
I believe so.
8 punch-outs for Kenny Keller. Pulling him up and sitting him down. First pitch to Luttrell. He corks one to right field. This is playable, however, on the first base side, but it's in and out of the glove of Gukin, and it stays in right to put him on second base.
That was a hard catch to make, Steve.
That was a hard catch. I don't know, Sam, your call.
There was a sliding attempt. I say it goes as a hit.
You give him a double. The hard part for me is giving him a double on that.
I get that.
That's what hurts. Your call. Final call?
Hit.
Hit. Giving Jude Luttrell a double.
Don't mean to pad the stats for the guy I said a few days ago I would love to see take off this season, but, you know, that's Luttrell.
It was a late jump for Preston Gukin. That's what is really holding me up. A good jump or a decent jump, he would have made that grab. Wouldn't have had to have a dive. But oh well. Jake Biscaloose will line the first one into center field out of the reach of Baker to bring home a run. It's now 6-2. So Jake Biscaloose, who picked off a runner last half inning, now brings home a run. Doesn't take away from the day that Kenny Keller has had. They're going to go out and talk to him. They will get Gervais back up in the pen, but again, you got to leave Keller in. Let him go the distance.
Feel bad that goes as a earned run now for Kenny Keller.
Uh-huh. It wouldn't have been if you changed your mind.
The weight of an official score is on my shoulders.
Still can. Still
Atlas,
can change your mind.
Atlas is currently shrugging.
You give that an E9 on Gookin. Anything further in this inning would go as an unearned run as well.
Sorry, I can't. I don't go back on my. I've made my decision. You even gave me multiple attempts at it. Multiple calls.
Oh. All right, I guess if you want to ruin Kenny Keller's ERA, fine, Sam. Go ahead.
Unfazed.
Michael Macias to the plate, 1-for-1 with a walk and a single. Runner aboard at first with 2 outs. Got him to swing on the breaking ball, 0-1. Oh, well, here's a text from the Keller family. I can't believe it. Gosh. 0-1 check swing, and it's game time in Palm Springs. The Grizzly down to their final strike. Either way you slice it. What a day for Kenny Keller. Only thing that ruins it here is a 2-run bomb. Here's the 0-2. Up and away. Didn't give it to him. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Next game up here in about a half an hour. Looks like we'll start rather on time with that one. So long as Keller finishes it right here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. On Macias on its way home. Flipped out to right center field. Will they get there? Dive in and out of the glove of Peyton. So this ball game just won't end. Michael Macias a single to center. That's 3 straight 2-out hits. Theoretically.
I'm not sure why Jake Biscaloose wasn't on his horse. That ball was, a soft, looping, can't even really call it a liner, just a pop, a pop that ended up dropping. And
yeah, he should be on third.
He should be on third at least.
Gotta be on third.
He held up, but there's 2 outs. So you
gotta go.
Gotta go, especially now.
Hayden Huff is essentially the only guy who has Kenny Keller's number today. 2 singles and a run scored. He comes back to the plate. It's a 6-2 ball game. Down and in 1-0. Gervais is ready to go. If Keller can't get him here, I gotta imagine he's done.
Most likely. It's kind of interesting, though. They're playing lefty-righty here. Are they going to bring in Ryan Gervais? Should it get that far against Kirkland?
It probably won't. Here's a ground ball to short, and that'll do the ball game right there. Complete game for Kenny Keller as he picks up the victory here in 7 innings of 6-2. What an outing indeed here as Keller will pick up the win. Got a fielder's choice to end the ball game. It is Keller's first win of the summer, and boy, did he earn it. Goes 7 innings, gives up 2 earned, 3 hits there in the 7th inning. Means 9 in the ball game. He walks 2 and strikes out a season-high 8. What a ball game for Kenny Keller. North Stars back him up offensively with a big 3-run pad in the 6th, and the ball game is over at a 6-2 final. That's going to do it here in game number 1 of our 2-game schedule. Don't forget, coming up here in about a half an hour or so, Bombers and Blue Sox with Sam and myself on the call for that one. For all of us here at the Power Summer Collegiate League and the Palm Springs Power, one last time for you. Final score, North Stars 6, Grizzlies 2. For Sam Walters, I'm Steve Granado. We'll talk to you shortly, but if we don't, enjoy what's left of your Sunday afternoon, everybody.